They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Air Force Falcons, taking on last year's national champions, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Falcons will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Thanks to grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Navy quick to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this team. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Caught in the backfield. It's Harper.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The option look. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get close to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He caught it, and he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Air Force's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Right, and this corner really can shut down half the field. And that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. And you can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a 3rd down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win. And whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
A huge 3rd down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes the Navy offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive line.
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Navy quick to the line.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man quickly. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Navy now with a big 4th down play as we open the period. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, midshipman.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Indiana. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Complete to the left. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Sticks it in his belly. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Falcons will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Finds his man. It's Brake. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Navy quick to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Brake. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got him. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. To the air on first down. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's complete on the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Navy searching for a fourth down conversion. Quarterback making checks. Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Man, they did the hard work. Nice job being physical, getting that fourth down and short, and now you got 4 chances from the 1-yard line. This offense is in great position. Shoot, I'm probably going to come back to the same exact play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Navy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, midshipmen. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivalries. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Navy will go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air on 2nd down. Zips it out to his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Navy now facing third and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll throw on third and short. Got it set up on the outside. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point, no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Indiana. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fullback's got it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, midshipman. And they turn it into a defensive score.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option. Sweet cut there. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Complete to the right. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should...
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Navy! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Gets the first himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Keene. Still on his feet at the 45. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Here comes the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this.
Touchdown, midshipmen! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Keene. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the fullback. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Falcons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Wants to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Makes the grab.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and on.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan is just getting blown off the field right now. We've been watching big games in the Big House forever, and I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 14 to Indiana. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulls it in. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. They punted away on 4th down. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He might want another play. To the air on first down. He's going to take off. Oh, what a move. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Navy quick to the line. They're looking to throw on second and short. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Complete on the comeback. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. Finds space on the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. A first down run in the red zone. And the ball comes out close to the goal line. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Using the quick game. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants a big play here late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Alrighty, y'all. I appreciate y'all stopping in and checking out the stream. That's it for right now. We'll do some probably some Houston or some Texas A&M here in a little bit, but it's break time for me, so I'll be back on probably this afternoon, a couple hours or something. I don't know. So we'll pop in, pop off every once in a while, today and check it out. We've taken a few days off of playing, so we're kind of refreshing ourselves. You know what I mean? To get back on here and play some more Dynasty. But appreciate y'all.